I started doing the TLC concepts, I was sort of living in this negative shell, and a lot of it came from some messages that I had gotten about who I was when I was a child.
And I was fine, F-I-N-E, freaked out, insecure, neurotic, emotional. That was my life. I was very successful at being fine. I mean, I had it down. I could fool you.
There are a lot of kids that think they're not going to make it because they've been in school and they've seen other kids succeed. And they think that unless they're getting the top grades in the class, what's the use of trying, because they know this other kid's going to get the stickers at the end of the day.
I was in a slump at the time, just very confused emotionally.
I hated myself, honestly. Every single day I'd wake up and I just wouldn't want to live, I wouldn't want to be here, and I didn't want anything to do with myself.
Me and my parents, we were not that close, we didn't really talk that much.
Hey, we got the same thing in our house. We're trying hard, but there's something missing. The basic common sense values that were taught before aren't being taught as well.
My frustration said I had to do something else. I had a class of 35 students, and by the end of the term I had 16 Fs and 8 Ds, and my number of disciplinary problems that I ended up sending off to the office probably was easily in the dozens.
What I see is that there's so many messages that kids get. There's so many messages that we even get as adults, but the messages that you get from the media about who you should be, who you need to be, who you're not.
And if we don't deal with the negativity that they're swimming in on a day-to-day basis, the drugs and the alcohol and the violence, it comes quickly after.
They have all of the isms: pessimism, cynicism, sarcasm, skepticism.
And it doesn't have to be that way. They don't have to be the kid who doesn't believe in themselves or the kid who argues with their parents all the time. There's a different way out there, and it's just using these simple tools that can help them do that.
Top 20 is becoming aware of how we can think, learn, and communicate. And in that, becoming aware of powers in ourselves that we may have forgotten, we may have not been aware of, they may have gone to sleep on those things.
It's a simple language that relates to the life skills that every person needs if they're going to be happy and successful at whatever they choose to do.
It's a gift of communication. It's a gift of peacefulness within yourself, and to know that you have the choice in your day to make it more positive or more negative.
TLC is a program for people of all ages, of all abilities, to try to better their lives interpersonally, in the connectedness with other people.
It touches a person in their heart. It just doesn't touch their brain. There's something about when we wake up to a greater truth, that there's something in us that's profound. We're never the same after that.
What Top 20 would help someone to do would be, can you ease up on that hatred of math? And if you did ease up on that hatred of math, I wonder what would happen. And it's amazing what happens.
We want to tell the kids, there's a better you inside. You got beliefs that are holding you back. You got attitudes that are holding you back. There's negativity. You get rid of that, watch your IQ go up. Watch it go up. Some of you are a lot smarter than you think.
What TLC has done is just given them hope. In other words, there are other ways of being successful. And by developing these powers of thinking, learning, and communicating, they actually end up doing better in classes because they're paying a little bit more attention, they're seeing the relevancy in what they're studying. And so the EQ, as they become aware of that, their emotional quotient, as that begins to unfold, it also taps into their IQ, their intellectual quotient. And so they're now having a better experience in awareness of self, relationships with others, and their school experiences as well. In all of us, there's a top 20 and a bottom 80. There's a bottom 80 in me. There are ways that I think, learn, and communicate that are not very effective. But there are also ways that I can think, learn, and communicate that are highly effective. They make a big positive difference in my life. And those are things that we can help people become aware of, whether they're teachers or parents or social workers or folks in the business community or kids at almost any age.
My life wasn't great. I was okay as a father. I was doing fine, but there was something better than fine. TLC gave me something better than fine. My life's changed. There was a day a year ago in August where I never went to sleep that night because I was too happy.
For years of my life, I was a very unhappy and very sad person. And it hasn't been very many years that I've been able to be happy and realize that life has so much to offer. And I am so excited to be able to spread that and teach that to other people.
I'm at a place now as a lunchroom supervisor where I went from having 100 discipline problems a year to less than 5. My classroom, I have almost no Fs anymore.
Well, TLC is sticking with me because I'm trying to apply it throughout my everyday life from freshman year to senior year. I've been just trying to use it in little situations that I can.
I definitely came out of this class as a whole new person. I went through a lot of different personal changes, and I came out here with a whole different perspective on myself and other people.
We sat down, talked, like, how was your day, instead of just clean up your room.
Without TLC, I don't think I would be as happy and as comfortable with who I am today. Just the concept of me only being able to change the way that I feel and the way that I see the situation. And that is like the main thing that has helped me, is the fact that I've realized that I can't change the emotions and what other people do or think. I can only change myself.
The real key is what we're doing, or what they're doing in the classroom, is teaching the students the skills to be happy and successful.
I've been in education for 30 years. I've seen a lot of things come and go. I've seen a lot of good things. But nothing seems to have made as fast a difference in the lives of kids as the concepts that they become aware of.
I can't imagine a more satisfying job in education than watching a kid explode into their potential.
There is a magic that comes along with this kind of work, and it's the look in people's eyes when they've made a positive difference in their world. When you go back and use some of the techniques and they actually work and you get happier and your days turn happier, there's just no way to contain it. It beams off you.